couple years ago, we started a program called Warrior Wheels. We had a couple of my buddies that are local business owners, Phil Dozado and Ben Counts. We were out riding on a Sunday afternoon to one of the breweries down in Mount Dora. I had just had another veteran come into us as a quadriplegic. His name's Ike Fretz. And he was sent to us, and we put some music in his car. He started talking about the Special Olympics and the things he does with different veterans, and talking about just what he does for those veterans. He brought me up to speed on the Spartan Project and the fact that 22 veterans a day are committing suicide. I come from a long history of veterans. I was in the Navy. My dad was a Marine. My brother was in the Army. And I've got nieces and nephews that are in the Army, Air Force, and what have you. So something that really hit me. So we're out there with Phil and Ben, and we're talking about that we'd like to do something to maybe give back, because when we're out riding, there's a lot that we get from that. We get to relax, we get to unwind, we get to decompress. And our thought process is, if someone's committing suicide, a lot of times there's a few things that they're missing. They're so overloaded with stress. They don't have any brotherhood. They feel like they're left alone. So with those things being some of the key things we get from riding, we decided, let's go ahead and build a motorcycle and find a local veteran that we can give that to, in hopes of maybe passing some of that brotherhood along, some of the freedom of the open road to them. So we started building one, and as in this time frame, my own nephew committed suicide, so it became a little bit more real. So we built our first bike, then we gave our first bike away, and then along the way, one of the other people that works with us, one of their closest friends, was at their house on Wednesday night. Thursday, they committed suicide. So it's just been something that's been very real to us. And along the way, what we did is we took and had one of our other associates donated a truck to us and explained to us when he got out of the Army, it was probably 8-10 years that he was walking or riding a bicycle because he couldn't figure out how to get on his feet again. We teach our boys and girls over there how to go to war, how to kill, and how to do those things, but we don't teach them to come back and reintegrate into society, so sometimes it takes a while. He gave us that truck with the hopes that we could pass that on to someone else to make it just a little bit easier for them to reacclimate into society. So we wound up having that repainted. We worked with Claudio over at Paintworks. He did the body work for us. We'd had the upholstery redone, worked a couple shops in town. We rebuilt the top end of the motor, the front end of the motor, all new brakes, tires. We gave that to another veteran that's had some pretty traumatic PTSD issues that he's gone through. One of the other veterans we gave a motorcycle to, we gave him a Suzuki Intruder. After he's riding it for 6-8 months, I asked him what the biggest thing was. It says it gives him his freedom back and it helps him get out. He's a veteran that, like a lot of veterans that wind up going, well, what I call going dark. They just disappear. You don't hear from them anymore because they go into their own little hell. And if you're not there, you don't know exactly what it is. I was in the Navy. I'm not dealing with the same things he was. So, I mean, I can't say that I understand it. All I can do is understand that he's going through something. But he said that bike has helped him just get out there and open up and have that freedom. You know, when you're riding in a pack and you're riding with the other guys, they're there. You ain't got to talk to them. They ain't got to talk to you. You're just riding and there. But there's something about that know they've got your six no matter what. And that's one of the benefits of being on the bikes and riding with some guys. It opens you back up. You know, when these guys come back from wherever they've been serving and they've had this tight-knit brotherhood that's no longer there, now it's been ripped from them. You know, you can call them, you can face them, but it's not the same as them being there. Getting back out on the bike and in the wind with your brothers and sisters out there, that's something that's been invaluable. To date, we've been able to help 7 different veterans. Currently, we're working with Lyle at Ride Now. He owns Ride Now here, Harley here, a couple dealers in Daytona. We're looking forward to giving away a couple other bikes moving into 2021. We're now in the process of working with Gator Harley in Leesburg, as well as the MFC support group, the Warehouse, that is the Military Fire Cop Club. So what we're going to be doing there is we've got a Monte Carlo that we're going through, restoring, doing some stuff on that. Not a show restoration, but just make it a good, solid daily driver. That we're going to launch that in November, and then in April at Leesburg Bike Fest, we're going to present that. If things go the way that we're expecting, Gator Harley, we're in talks with them now about them donating another Harley to give away in the Leesburg market. Lyle owning the Daytona dealerships. We're also in the talks of maybe getting a couple metric bikes to give away in the Daytona market. So while we focused on Marion County for the last 2 years, going into 2021, we're really wanting to step out into the surrounding communities to help the veterans there as well. I'd love to encourage some other shop owners in the market or around the United States that if you feel passionate about it, reach out and we'd be happy to help you put something together in your market to help the veterans in your market. We can't do what we do without them. And I just want to say thank you to the veterans that have done what they do for us.